Howdy, folks. My name is Joe West. I'm so happy to have you here for this televised Christmas special. It's been a hard year for a lot of us, a year we never thought could happen. I haven't seen a lot of you for a long time, so I'm so glad that we get to spend this time together tonight. I suspect that audiences, just as well as the performers, have felt the strange loss that we're all suffering. It almost feels that dancing, drinking, carousing, sweating together in a bar, it's all come to an end. Artists, performers, have a light that twinkles when we hear the applause of a crowd, a laugh at a joke, a sigh of sadness when our poetry strikes a chord. The audience too has a light. It brightens with every laugh, with every laugh at a joke and with every melody that makes them dance. It's a symbiotic relationship that I, for one, will never take for granted again. Sadly, right now, the theaters, the clubs, the bars, where we all basked in each other's light, have gone dark for a while. But I'm praying that soon we'll get past this situation. And while we're waiting for our prayers to be answered, the lights of our creativity are still there, just waiting to burst forth and light up the universe. It's getting cold outside, so pour yourself something hot, bundle up, and let us entertain you via television for the next hour. I've invited some friends to join us, some of the most talented people I know, whose creative light shines through the darkness of this New Mexico winter. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I'll play you a song. My grandma was pretty slow. My grandma was pretty slow. She does things just right. She does things just so, but my grandma's pretty slow. She feeds her chickens twice a day. She feeds her chickens twice a day. And she tells me on the phone how many eggs they lay. She feeds her chickens twice a day. Came from Ohio all the way to New Mexico in a Model T for a long time ago, all the way to New Mexico. Baseball caps. When you're talking to her, she takes little naps. She likes to wear baseball caps. She's a woman I wish you all could know. Woman I wish you all could know. You could all sit around and watch the Lawrence Welk show. She's a woman I wish you all could know. Grandma's pretty slow. She does things just right. She does things just so. But my grandma's pretty slow. Yes, my grandma is pretty darn slow. It's a dark night in Santa Fe. All is silent. I can't even hear the coyotes howling down in the arroyo or hear the crying of La Llorona as she goes walking bundled in her black shawls. It almost seems like there's no one out there at all. But wait, I can see a light. Look, Andy, bring the camera over here on my magic Christmas ornament. Look, I can see it now on a hill, an ancient adobe church. Why, it's San Miguel Mission. And is that Laurianne Fiorentino and Michael Kott in there?
Sit in the dark and wonder why they're just dying to fall for the thrill of it all from a heavy heart. And every tear that you deny becomes a tiny little lie. Why not let the truth fall for the thrill of it all from a heavy heart? You know, a teardrop has no shame, and every sunbeam feels the same. A heavy heart is like a sun who won't shine for anyone. Sunbeam feels the same. A heavy heart is like a sun who won't shine for anyone. Would you never see a heavy sun? Rain or shine, it's all for fun. Why not let the truth fall for the thrill of it all, making light a heavy heart? And it's a perfect day when a teardrop gets its way, and like a sunbeam gets to fall for the thrill of it all, making light a heavy heart. So why not let the tears fall for the thrill of it all, making light a heavy heart? Why not let the tears fall for the thrill of it all, making light a heavy heart?
Wasn't that magical? But not a soul could hear it, except us. I'd like to introduce the band. Here on lead guitar, Mr. Tim Arnold, all the way from Madrid, New Mexico. We call him Slim. Over here, our spiritual advisor, on the bass guitar, Miss Margaret Burke. And over here, Karina Wilson on the fiddle. And here's a song of New Mexico interest. I rambled down to Santa Fe. Went to Fur's cafeteria one day. That's where I met this crazy girl, and I tell you folks, she was pretty as a pearl. She was well read on conspiracy, cattle mutilations and those kind of things. She was really hip on those UFOs. She took me to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Oh yeah. We got to Roswell the morning light. We went to a sign that said UFO crash site. We paid $15 to get on the bus. Took each and every one of us. And I tell you folks, it was quite a show. Seeing where that UFO crashed 50 years ago. We all felt that warm desert sun. We all took pictures and we all had fun. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Oh yeah. And then we all piled back into our cars. Went downtown to the seminars. There's a fella there speaking to a crowd. He had a microphone pumped up loud. He said, I've kept this a secret way too long. To hold it in longer would be wrong. It's true, I was abducted, poked and probed and corrupted. In the corner of his eye there came a tear. We all stood up and we did cheer. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Oh yeah, all right, Karina. Cause I heard there was an alien, I wanted to see him. There's someone somewhere and mixed up the facts. I saw the little guy, but he was made out of wax. But I did get a postcard to send to my folks, a Roswell ashtray and a telescope, a refrigerator magnet that I happened to pass, a couple of t-shirts and a Roswell shot glass, a handful of books, a little ray gun. I spent all my money, but woo, what fun! Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Oh yeah. Now you can believe what you want to believe. You can join the party or you can leave. Some things are false, some are true. What path you take, that's up to you. We never did see the UFO. The military never told us what they know. But that night crashed out in our car. That girl kissed me and I saw stars. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Trip to Roswell, New Mexico. Oh yeah, all right, Timbo.
Take us to New Jersey.
Oh, okay, Jamie. Our producer has given us the cue that it's time to go get a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor for this Christmas special is Mask Up, New Mexico. I don't have the emotional maturity to know what the hell she's talking about, but I do know that when I'm headed to town for a six-pack, it's good for my friends and my community if I wear a mask. Mask up, New Mexico. I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck. Oh, but things weren't working out. I was down on my luck. I got tired of roaming, bumming around. So I started thumbing back east, back to my hometown. Made a lot of miles the first few days. Oh, I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way. But on the third night I got stranded way out of town. Cold, lonely crossroads, rain was coming down. I was hungry and lonely, and I'd done caught a chill to the lights of a big semi atop the hill. Oh, I sure was glad to hear those air brakes come on. So I climbed in the cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man, he weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand and he said with a grin, Big Joe's the name. I told him mine. And he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309. Well, I asked him why I called his rig by such a name. And he said, oh, son, this Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver or rig on any line that's seen nothing but taillights from Phantom 309. Well, we rode and we talked the better part of the night. The lights of the big truck stop came up in sight. He said, I'm sorry, son, this is as far as you go. Because I gotta make a turn just on up the road. But he threw me a dime as he pulled her in low. He said, have yourself a cup on old Big Joe. As Joe and his rig disappeared into the night, oh, folks, in seconds flat, he was clean out of sight. I went inside and I ordered me a cup. I told the waiter, Big Joe set me up. Oh, you could have heard a pin drop. Got deathly quiet. And the waiter's face turned kind of white. Did I say something wrong? I said with a grin. Oh no, this happens every now and then. You see, every driver in here knows Big Joe. Son, let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago. On that crossroads where you flagged them down, There was a busload of kids coming from town. They were right in the middle when Joe topped the hill. It would have been slaughter, but he turned his wheel. Joe lost control. He went into a skid. He gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And right at that crossroads was the end of the line for Big Joe, Phantom 309. Oh, but every once in a while a hitchhiker will come by. Just like you, Big Joe, give him a ride. Here, son, have another cup of coffee. Forget about the dime. Save it as a souvenir from Big Joe and Phantom 309. Oh, isn't that a spooky, good old story? Just perfect for a cold night like tonight. Cold, dark night. But maybe not all that dark. Because I think I see another light in the distance. And is that another empty performance space? Look at that. Is that... By God, I think that's Rod Harrison, the actor.
It was June 17th, and I was at the Goodwill outlet store. And they have a few tables, but mostly it's just these big black bins filled with anything, right? And I got there just as they were wheeling out the new bins, and the place was packed. There were people rushing to get in position for the next bin. There were others that were reaching out and grabbing things from the bins and stashing them in their carts and hiding them under their arms. It was a frenzy. It was hot. It was crowded. It was loud. There was a baby crying and an old woman with a cane laughing and clapping her hands. And it looked to me in the middle of June like Christmas. Right? With all these people, all this excitement, right? And all these people, these families and babies, and grandparents, parents, these giant black bins filled with infinite possibilities. It's Christmas. I saw a man pull out an old suitcase, open it, and then put it back. I walked over to him and I asked him if he was going to take it. And he said, "Nah, it's full of old Christmas lights." Christmas lights. It's magic. So I picked it up. It was heavy. And I walked it over to a pile of old clothes. And I slowly opened it. And I was so lost in this idea of Christmas in June, with all these families, these babies and parents, grandparents, this old suitcase, these bins full of infinite possibilities, that I really hoped that I would open the suitcase and all those lights would be on. And there would be music playing. And for just a moment, it would be magic. And you would be there. And you would be there. And you would be there. And you would be there.
Wow, those poor actors, when they don't have an audience, it sure is a sad sight. But don't worry, Rod, we saw it and I think we loved it.
That's right, Joe.
Here's a song inspired by the love life of the band.
Sometimes friends found themselves in bed again. Clothes are piled up on the floor. They're wondering what they did that for. Dangling each other on the string, having themselves a little fling. Wondering what's on the other's mind, and feeling a little nickel, feeling a little dime. Dabbling in kisses, dabbling in hugs. Unmarked bills, recreational drugs. Here they come, baby, round the bend, and it's sometimes lovers and sometimes friends. Sometimes lovers and sometimes friends. Play a little poker, play a little gin, having themselves so much fun. A low one bullet in a little six gun, shuffle the cards, cut the deal, spinning around like a rolling wheel. Someone's gonna lose in the end. Well, sometimes lovers and sometimes friends. wish each other well. Sometimes lovers and sometimes friends found themselves in bed again. Clothes are piled up on the floor, they're wondering what they did that for. Sometimes lover, sometimes friend, sometimes lover, sometimes friend, sometimes lover, sometimes friend, sometimes lover, sometimes friend, sometimes friend, sometimes friends, sometimes friends, sometimes friends.
Woo! So true, it's troubling. Margaret, you want to do another one?
I'd love to, Joe.
Great.
I remember you when I've forgotten all the rest. You to me were true. You to me were the best. When there is no more, you cut to the core, quicker than anyone I ever knew. When I am alone in the great unknown, I'll remember you. I'll remember you. At the end of the trail, I had so much left to do. I had so little time to fail. There are some people that you can't forget, even though you've only seen them one time or two. When the roses fade and I'm in the shade, I'll dear sweet friend, I'll remember you. In the end, my dear sweet friend, I'll remember you.
That sure is a nice song, isn't it, Margaret?
It sure is, Joe.
Okay, Jimmy. And now a word from our sponsor. I know sometimes I'm not the smartest guy, but I do know that when I have to hitchhike up to the next gas station for a gallon of gas, it's good for my community if I wear a mask. Mask up, New Mexico. Not one of my prouder moments. Look, everybody. There's another light shining in the lonely darkness. Look over here. I think that's Jordan and Margot. I think they're playing klezmer music at the Santa Fe Playhouse. Cool. Such beautiful music. They think that nobody was there, but we were there, right, Margaret?
That's right, Joe.
Oh, look. Hey, there's another light I see. Hey, Andy, zoom back in on the ornament again. I think that's that little flamenco theater over on Palace. It is. It's the youth program at Entre Flamenco. Wasn't that wonderful? If I was there, I'd say, Olé! And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play a song that I wrote with my buddy Timbo. It's sort of a gospel song. Inspired by some of that Highway 14 lifestyle. so sweet, smells so pure. It's God's love, and of it I am so sure. I want to tell you all about it, but every day there's a choice to be made on that long road that leads to the grave. Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I follow the blinking neon light where all the sinners stand in line? But not me, Satan, I don't have the time, yeah.
Not today, say no. Not today. Not today, say no. Not today.
I got a path that's narrow. I got a path that's straight. I got the power of the army now, and we're marching to heaven's gate. Tastes so sweet, smells so pure. It's God's love, and of it I am so sure. But the devil wants to keep me from it. But there's a place out on High 25 where no one gets out alive. Lost souls, broken dreams, discount booze, methamphetamines. Naked demons cool you with their fans. But now today, Satan, I got better plans. Yeah.
Not today, say no. Not today. Not today, say no. Not today.
Tempo. She said she loved me, she couldn't stay. She packed her bags and she went away. I lay in the gutter, writhed in pain, till the dentist came up and he had some Novocaine. He said, I can pull that little tooth for you. I said, not today, Satan, I got better things to do.
Not today, say no. Not today. Not today, say no. Not today. Not today, say no. Not today. Not today, say no. Not today.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes come falling, that's when those blue memories come calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue, blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. And now I'd like to tell you about a dream I had. It was a time in the not too distant future. This whole dang COVID-19 thing was in the past. And we were all together playing music. And we started playing a little song. And there was an audience. And we were in a little bar. And it was packed and everyone was loving it. There was dancing and laughing, drinking and crying. But the best part was that all these people started coming in, old friends, and they had their instruments out there in their car, in their trunk, just by luck. And they brought them into the bar, and they started playing with us. It was wonderful. There was Ben Wright. There was Felecia Ford. Even Char Rothschild showed up. Then Felix Peralta, the sassy Gato Malo, showed up all the way from Albuquerque. Scarinzi came in with her flute. We were all together there in this little bar playing music. It was wonderful. And then, just when we thought it couldn't get any better, Sharon Gilchrist showed up. Earl Poole comes in. He's just up from Austin, happens to come through town. And then Ottino was there with her little thing, whatever we call that instrument. Couldn't believe it. My mom came in from a nursing home up in South Dakota. And then Freddy Lopez showed up. And then there was my buddy, Polyester Les Malzman. My daughter Clementine showed up playing the kazoo. It was the greatest gig we ever played. We only got $100, but damn, it was fun. It's the best time we ever had because we're all together and having the best times of our lives. Just seeing it so clearly, right there before my eyes, made me want it even more than ever. And I made a vow to myself then and there that when this whole damn thing is over, I'm gonna play music, laugh, and dance as much as I can for the rest of my life. And all those little dark theaters that have been closed for so long, I'm gonna take my big, lonely heart and go there and support the performers who shed light on all of us. And I'm going to just cheer for them and all the people that are doing great stuff in this town that we call home.
1, 2, 3. Some days are diamonds, and some days are rocks. Some doors are open, and some roads are blocked. Sundowns are golden, but they fade away. And if I never do nothing, I'll be coming back someday. 'Cause you got a heart so big, it could crush this town, and I can't hold on forever. Even walls fall down. And all around your island, there's a barricade. It keeps out the danger, but holds in the pain. And some days you're happy, and some days you cry. But half of me is ocean, and half of me is sky. And you've got a heart so big, it would crush this town, and I can't hold on forever. Even walls fall down. Some things are over, and some things will go on. And part of me you carry, and part of me is gone. And you've got a heart so big, it could crush this town, and I can't hold on forever. Even walls fall down. Yeah, you got a heart so big, it could crush this town, and I can't hold on forever. Even walls fall down.
That was Karina Wilson, everybody. Isn't that nice, Margaret?
It sure is, Joe.
Our producer, Jamie, there says we have to go, once again, back to our sponsor. Timbo doesn't make the healthiest choices, but we both know that when I'm picking him up to go to the recording studio, it's best for both of us during this time of pandemic to wear a mask. Come on, Timbo! Mask up, New Mexico. That's our show for tonight, folks. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's so nice to spend time together. And oh, wait, I see another light. Andy, zoom in again on that ornament. I think that's the cowgirl. Yeah, it's the cowgirl where they used to have music almost every night of the week, but now it's been dark and empty. And, oh my gosh, I think that's Bill Hearne in there.
If we make it through December, well, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, I got plans to be in a warmer town come summertime, maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. I laid off down at the factory, and you know their talent's not the greatest in the world. Heaven knows I've been working hard. I wanted Christmas to be right for Daddy's girl. Now I don't mean to hate December. It's meant to be the happy time of year. And my little girl don't understand why Daddy can't afford no Christmas here. If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. Oh, it's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be in a warmer town come summertime, maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. If we make it through December, but everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see falling snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be in a warmer town come summertime, maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. Happy holidays.
Bill, I know no one was there to watch, but the band and I saw it, and we absolutely loved it. Thank you. That song has meant so much to me and my family for many, many years. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. The band and I are going to hold up the torch of hope that someday all this stuff's going to be over and that we're going to run into some little dive bar, some theater, some art gallery. And when we do, even Timbo's going to give you a big hug and a sloppy kiss.
Happy holidays!
The snow covered the mountains. Spring cut through the frost. Water, it ran to the desert. That's when I knew I'd never be lost. 'Cause I got a cure for the blues. And I want you to know, New Mexico, I will always love you. From the rhythm of the Pueblo to the train yard in Berlin, there ain't no denying the state that I'm in. You call home cuts to the bone. I will always love you. New Mexico, New Mexico, New Mexico, my home, sweet home. Come with me, my darling. Take me by the hand. Let's go down to the plaza tonight. Let's go dancing with the band. 'Cause I got a cure for the blues. It's a night with my love, the stars up above, and I will always love you. New Mexico, New Mexico, New Mexico, my home, sweet home. New Mexico, New Mexico, New Mexico.